At this time, I'll call to order the City of Joliet City Council meeting for March 15th, 2022. The Honorable Mayor Pro Tem Terry Morris presiding. We will start it off by an invocation from Rabbi Jenny Steinberg-Kubin. Did I pronounce that correctly? You did. From the Joliet Jewish congregation located at 250 North Midland Avenue, after which the rabbi will lead us in the pledge.
Let us all bow our heads in prayer. Dear wise and loving Heavenly Father, first let me say thank you on behalf of all who are gathered here today. Thank you for your many and abundant blessings. Thank you for life itself, for the measure of health that we need to fulfill our callings, for sustenance and for service. Thank you for the ability to be involved in useful work and for the honor of bearing appropriate responsibilities. Thank you for the tenets of service, charity, and love of our fellows that guide us in all our thoughts and actions. I pray for our mayor and Tim, for the various levels of city officials that are here, in particular for the assembled city council. I'm asking that you would graciously grant them wisdom to govern amid the conflicting interests and issues of our times, a sense of welfare in the true natures and needs of our peoples, a keen thirst for justice and righteousness, confidence in what is good and fitting, and the ability to work together in harmony even when there is honest disagreement, personal peace in their lives, and joy in their tasks. I pray for the agenda set before them today. Please grant them the clarity of mind from your guidance to create those things that would benefit those who live and work in around our beloved city of Joliet. With all the love in our hearts, Ken Yehi Ratzon, let us all say amen.
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 Excuse me, before we start, I would like to, if we could do a moment of silence for Mr. Jack Rogers, who started the company Wormer, Rogers, and Ruzan here in Joliet. They've been in business for well over 50 years. He passed away last week, so if we could just honor him for a minute. Thank you. Amen. Thank you, Rabbi.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll begin with roll call. Mayor Odekirk, absent. Councilman Clement.
Here.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Here.
Councilman Guerrero.
Here.
Councilman Hug.
Here.
Councilman Morris.
Here.
Councilman Mudrin.
Here.
Councilwoman Quillman.
Here.
Councilwoman Reardon.
Here.
First on the agenda this evening is a proclamation honoring Joliet Catholic Academy football team 4A state champions.
First off, congratulations, men. It never gets old congratulating you. I know it's 15 now, and no one in this state is anywhere near it, but I'm sure for all of you, it's a great thrill, and we're all very proud of you, and you made the city proud of you. Thank you very much. Whereas the Joliet Catholic Academy Hilltoppers football team is comprised of a well-trained, outstanding athletes who have devoted to the sport of football, who exhibit true sportsmanship in their games. Whereas on November 26, 2021, the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers won the IHSA Class 4 State Football Championship at the campus of Northern Illinois in DeKalb, Illinois. Whereas the Joliet Catholic High Hilltoppers defeated Springfield Griffin in its championship game 52-27. Whereas this was the 15th state football championship won by the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers. Whereas the Joliet Catholic Academy Hilltoppers became the first and only school in the state of Illinois to win 15 football championships and or to play in 19 state title games. Whereas quarterback Aiden Voss and running back Vinny Ayatoa were named to the IHSFCA Class 4A All-State team. Whereas Vinny Ayatone was named the 2021 ESCC CCL Orange Division Gillespie Most Valuable Player. Whereas senior offensive lineman Josh Jones was named to the 2021 ESCC CCL Orange Division Gillespie Lineman of the Year. Whereas senior quarterback Aiden Voss was named to the 2021 ESCC CCL Orange Division Gillespie Most Valuable Player. Whereas 8 members of the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers were named to the 2021 ESCC CCL Orange Division All-Conference Team. Whereas the Hilltoppers football team is due to a great effort put forth by the players who committed themselves to producing their best for Joliet Catholic Academy, and also the dedication of their head coach, Jake Jaworski, and his assistants. Whereas the Joliet Catholic Academy Hilltoppers season proved to be very successful this year with winning 20 consecutive games in 2021. The calendar year due to the 6 spring COVID season that reached that number of games, more than any team has ever played it before. Now therefore, I, Robert Odekirk, Mayor of the City of Joliet, on behalf of the Joliet City Council, do hereby recognize the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers for their outstanding season and congratulate the team, coaches on the 15th state champion. We thank them for the positive publicity they have brought to the City of Joliet. Thank you. Would you like to do this? Would somebody like to say a few words?
All right, well, thank you very much, Mayor Odekirk, Council. Thanks for recognizing these guys behind me and their teammates on their latest state championship. We appreciate all the support that we get, not only from the council, members of the council, but the Joliet community as a whole. Thank the Joliet Catholic community, my coaching staff, but most importantly, these guys and their teammates for all their hard work. Like Mr. Mudron said, it was a long season of football, playing 2 seasons, dating back to, I think we started early March and, played a 6-game season, which then led to a short break over the summer. And we hopped right back in and played 14 more weeks. So 20 games in a calendar year was quite an experience, but a true testament to these guys, their teammates, for their hard work, their dedication, the work ethic, and just we just had a great team with great camaraderie. We're going to miss these guys because it was such a great group. But really proud, obviously winning a state championship is an extremely awesome accomplishment, but probably most proud for the way these guys act, not just on the field, but in the classroom, in the school community, and then in the Joliet community as a whole. It's a lot to be proud of. And, I know Joliet has a, tradition, legacy of City of Champions, and we're just, extremely excited to add to that. And then I know our wrestling team one-upped us right after that too. So I know we're proud of that. We're proud of that school community with the wrestlers and everybody and everything that we've accomplished at JCA. So, we have a lot of pride in representing Joliet, in our program and in our school. And again, thanks for having us.
We have a new tradition that our city manager has brought with a coin that has our logo on the one side and has the bridges, which we always don't like here, but the bridges on the other side. And so there's enough we're going to give to Jake to give to all the team. Awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you.
No, ladies first.
You can't see me anyway.
Oh, this is such a problem.
All right, big guys on the side.
Jan's back there somewhere.
Here I am.
You're bringing after you, you're gonna take me.
You're just too bad. Let's move forward. Well, don't just blame me.
The rest is gonna be okay? Yep. One.
Got a couple of you behind you. You want to take a picture?
Next is a proclamation honoring Joliet Catholic Academy Wrestling Team, 2A state champions.
Team, coach, kids, everybody you brought, come on up. First, I'd like to personally congratulate you for just outstanding performance for the whole year, and then carrying it on just after the state individual tournament to be the first team in Joliet Catholic history to win a team championship. Just outstanding, fellas. Proclamation. Whereas the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers wrestling team is comprised of well-trained, outstanding athletes who are devoted to the sport of wrestling and exhibited a true sportsmanship at the games. Whereas on February 26, 2022, the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers captured the IHSA Class 2A Dual State Wrestling Championship in Bloomington, Illinois. Whereas the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers defeated Deerfield 39-33, and it was the first team wrestling championship for Joliet Catholic High School. Whereas the team members wrestling at the state finals included Noah Avera at 106, Joan Sims at 113, Shay Cornhorn, 120, Jay Cometti at 126, Logan Creel Timmer at 132, Owen O'Connor at 138, Mason Alessio at 145, Connor Crumby at 152, Isaac Clausen at 160, Nico Ronchetti at 170, Caden Moore at 182, Owen Gerdes at 195, Hunter Powell at 220, and Dylan Johnson at 285. In addition to the varsity team, the members Aiden Watkins, Jessup Snap, Grace Laird, Zach Pimento, Jack Kelly, and Marcelo Aguero were on the team. Whereas on February 19th, 2022, Joliet Catholic Academy Junior Joan Sims captured the IHSA Class 2A State Championship at 113 pounds at the State Farm Center at the University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana. Whereas sophomore Dylan Johnson captured the IHSA Class 2 State Championship at 285 pounds at the State Farm Center on the campus of the University of Illinois, Champaign-Urbana. Whereas junior Mason Alessio finished in second place in the Class 2A State Championship at 145 on the campus of the University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana. Whereas senior Owen Gerdes finished fourth place at the IHSA Class 2A State Championship at 195 on the campus of the University of Illinois, Champaign-Urbana. Whereas senior Owen O'Connor finished fifth in the IHSA Class 2 State Championship at 138 on the campus of the University of Illinois in Champaign. Whereas the Joliet Catholic Academy set a program record with 8 individual wrestlers qualifying for the IHSA Class 2A State Individual Meet. Sims, Johnson, Alessio, Gerdes, O'Connor, Jay Corn, Logan, KT, okay, Timber, and Caden Moore. Whereas sophomore Dylan Johnson set an IHSA Class 2 State Championship record for the fastest pin. Johnson ended every state final match with a pin. Freshman Grace Laird became the first female wrestler in the school history and the first female wrestler in the school history to qualify for the IHSA State Girls Wrestling Finals. She also became the first female wrestler to win a match in the IHSA State Girls Wrestling Finals. Now here, I, Robert Odekirk, Mayor of the City of Joliet, on behalf of the City Council, and I hereby recognize the Joliet Catholic Academy Hilltoppers on an outstanding season and congratulate the team and the coaches on their IHSA Class 2A Dual State Wrestling Championship. We thank them for the positive publicity they have brought to the City of Joliet.
I just want to say thank you for having us here. I would like to bring the whole team, but the first thing I want to say is I can't wait to do this again next year. I'm looking forward to making this a regular occurrence. That's the goal. And I have to thank football coach Jake Jaworski for always setting the bar very high at Joliet Catholic in everything that he does, whether it's, making sure these kids behave in school or on the field. So I have great examples behind me in Coach Jaworski and these kids on the football field, and I think that the wrestlers are up for the task. The one thing I just want to mention is, this is something we wanted so badly, almost as bad as we wanted to breathe. And for many reasons, for our families, we were so proud to be able to bring that home for them, for each other. We were so proud to be able to do that for each other, for the school and the administration. We're so proud to do that for the school and the administration. But most importantly, we're so proud to make Joliet a wrestling city once again. So thank you.
So as mentioned earlier with the football team, we have some challenge coins that signify the unity of the team sport, and we appreciate it. I one for everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coach, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Where's our young lady?
The young lady is actually my daughter. I
Why did you bring her?
I was told that I couldn't bring too many people, so I just decided to bring the seniors.
You left the first woman
I-
at home?
She was at Rudy's gym getting stronger for next year.
Okay, tell her congratulations.
I will for sure. Thank you.
Go girl.
Go girls, right?
I don't believe you.
Are we gonna take it?
Probably.
Can't see Larry.
That's right, stretch.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, say champions.
Got one behind you, a couple behind you.
Next is the approval of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda as written with the following changes? Remove Council Memo 149-22 and Council Memo 154-22 from consent agenda to be voted on separately. Staff is now recommending those items be tabled. Council Memo 149-22 is the award of contract for the Illinois Route 53 at Emerald Drive Intersection Improvements Project. And Council Memo 154-22 is a professional services agreement for the Phase 3 engineering services for the Illinois Route 53 at Emerald Drive Intersection Improvement Project. So is there a motion to approve the agenda as written, removing Council Memos 149-22 and 154-22 from consent agenda to be voted on separately?
So moved. Second.
It's been motioned, seconded to approve. Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin?
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilman Morris?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Motion carried. Next is citizens to be heard on agenda items. Michael Caldwell regarding Council Memo 170-22.
Good evening. I'm Michael Caldwell. I'm just here to answer any questions if the council has any questions on 170-22. I'm working for the ownership.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak on an agenda item? Seeing none?
Oh, you got one.
Good evening, Nate Washburn with KGG LLC. I'm here on 167-22, which is the public hearing for the annexation agreement, and 171-22, which is the remaining ordinances effectuating the agreement. I'm here to answer any questions. My client, I'm not sure if I'll get another chance to speak at the public hearing. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but in case there's any questions, I'm here to answer them. My client's planning to develop the site. It's 20 and a half acres. Plans to build the site with union labor, and we hope to be a good contributing member of the city of Joliet if we're annexed. Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? Seeing none, we'll move on to appointments. Tonight, the mayor is recommending Aaron McCadis be reappointed to the Historic Preservation Commission as a non-voting member. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilwoman Gavin. Aye. Councilman Guerrero.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman.
What did you say the name was again, please?
Aaron McCadis. I hopefully pronounced that correctly.
Male or female, or we don't know?
Male, it's a reappointment.
Oh,
so-
reappointment. Okay, I'll vote aye. Sorry, I missed it at the beginning.
Councilwoman Reardon.
Aye.
Councilman Clement.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next is Mayor Pro Tem. Is there a motion to appoint Councilman Mudrin to serve as Mayor Pro Tem for the term April 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2022?
So moved.
Second.
Been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Guerrero.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman.
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon.
Aye.
Councilman Clement.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin. Aye. Motion carried. Council committee reports. First is the Finance Committee report.
The Finance Committee met here at 5:30. On the committee is Councilwoman Sherry Reardon and Cesar Guerrero and myself. It was a fairly light agenda. Jim Gandati gave the financial report that we are over the funds from last year, which was the best year the city of Joliet ever had. The one large increase number has come from the ambulance charges that I believe Chief Blasky will speak on at our next meeting. The way the charges go for the ambulance that Cesar had pointed out, that it's only billed to the insurance company. So any individual who does not have insurance is not expected to pay the charge for the ambulance charge. With that, on the personnel side, we're actively recruiting for a number of open positions, and part of that recruiting is for 21 summer internships. That's all posted on our website at this time. And Cesar, Sherry, want to add anything? That's my report.
Public Service Committee report.
Yep.
Yes, the Public Service Committee, we met yesterday here in the council chambers at 4:30. Myself, along with Councilwoman Gavin, Councilman Hug was ill, under the weather. Thank you for your speedy recovery. Be here with us tonight. We too had somewhat of a short agenda compared to normally, at least I thought so. We went over all our contracts, it was about 5 of them, and we saw that they were in order. We discussed them. One I'd just like to point out, which I think is a great thing, that our Public Utilities Department is replacing a pump out at the Black Road lift station, but in that purchase, we're purchasing 2 bag-up pumps so that the city would always have some bag-up pumps for in the future if needed. So I thought that was great. So that'll be coming before the council in the near future. Our change orders and pay estimates, we also went over them thoroughly. It was also about 5 or 6 of those, and we found all of them to be in order as well. No ordinance or resolutions yesterday. Larry, the staff did bring the report on the ADA ramp requirements. I think you had asked about that, so we'll probably have them do that again, but it was very informative. The meeting the requirements from the state on our ADA ramps of the material that's used throughout the city. He gave a report on that, as Ms. Swisher, the Public Utilities Director, gave us a report or update on our alternative water source program, as well as along with the one that she does normally, the hydrant repairs and water main breaks and things of that nature. And everything seems to be tracking as normal. I don't know if there's anything, Betty, you want to add, or Larry?
No, I think, Terry, you covered everything. Thank you so much.
Okay,
You know,
thank you.
Terry, it would appear that I missed some great excitement.
You did. You really did.
It went fast, didn't it, without me?
Extremely.
Oh, go
Yeah.
figure.
Yeah. Don't know why, but yes, it did.
God bless.
That's all I have.
I show no other reports. Moving on to consent agenda, approval of the minutes. It's recommended the minutes of the pre-council meeting held on February 14th, 2022, and the minutes of the council meeting held on February 15th, 2022 stand approved as recorded. Invoices paid report. It's recommended this report be received and placed on file. Council Memo 145-22, award of contract extension for the 2022 lawn mowing services program to Berry Landscape Management in the amount of $119,360. Council Memo 146-22, award of contract for the 2022 Utilities Restoration Program. Council Memo 147-22, award of contract for the 2022 Utilities Spoils Hauling Project to PT Farrow Construction Company in the amount of $286,750. Council Memo 148-22, award of contract for the 2022 Sewer Cleaning and Inspection Program to National Power Routing in the amount of $774,274.35. Council Memo 149-22 was removed from consent agenda to be voted on separately. Council Memo 150-22, award of contract to CIS for endpoint security. Council Memo 151-22, purchase of Blue Team Next Gen. Council Memo 152-22, approve the 2022 Fleet Unit Purchase Plan. Council Memo 153-22, professional services agreement for a public right-of-way ADA transition plan with Civil Tech Engineering in the amount of $49,556. Council Memo 155-22. Council Memo 154-22 was removed from consent agenda to be voted on separately. Council Memo 155-22, professional services agreement for the 2022 sanitary sewer investigation and rehabilitation program to RJN Group in the amount of $539,150. Council Memo 156-22, professional services agreement for the 2022 annual service agreement for sewer system monitoring to Xylem View in the amount of $56,974. Council Memo 157-22, professional services agreement for Department of Public Utilities Safety Consulting Services 2022 with Sheffield Safety and Loss Control in the amount of $250,075. Council Memo 158-22, change order number 1 for Axon Body Worn Camera Program. Council Memo 159-22, change order number 7 for the East Side Wastewater Treatment Plant Phosphorus Removal Project to Williams Brothers Construction in the amount of $203,422.17. And Council Memo 160-22, amendment number 1, professional service agreement for construction engineering services for the 2022 Water Main Rehabilitation Program to Baxter and Woodman Consulting Engineers in the amount of $1,389,385.65. It's recommended Council Memos 145-22 through 148-22, Council Memos 150 through 153-22, and Council Memo 155 through 160-22 be approved. Is there a motion to approve all said consent agenda items?
So move.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Hug,
Aye.
Councilman Morris,
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin,
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman,
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon,
Aye.
Councilman Clement,
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin,
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero.
Aye.
Motion carried. Moving back to Council Memo 149-22. It's award of contract for the Illinois Route 53 at Emerald Drive Intersection Improvements Project to PT Farrow Construction Company in the amount of $2,318,134.78. It's recommended this item be tabled to the April 5th council meeting.
Mayor Pro Tem?
Yes.
What was the reason again? I think you gave it earlier.
There was a discussion with legal and the department to table it to the next meeting.
Is there a reason?
There was I will always defer to council, but they had sold the property, so there's new owners. So the agreement that we would have entered into would not have been with the current owners. So we have to rewrite it to reflect the new owners, not the ones that just sold. So they sold it before entering this agreement.
Okay, thank you.
Is there a motion to table Council Memo 149-22?
So moved.
Second.
Been motioned and seconded. Councilman Morris?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin?
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo 149-22 is tabled to the April 5th council meeting. Next is Council Memo 154-22, Professional Services Agreement for the Phase 3 Engineering Services for the Illinois Route 53 at Emerald Drive Intersection Improvement Project to Jacob and Hefner, not to exceed the amount of $135,682. It's recommended this item be tabled to the April 5th council meeting.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded. Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman.
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon.
Aye.
Councilman Clement.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo 154-22 was tabled to the April 5th council meeting.
Mayor Pro Tem?
Yes, sir.
I apologize, folks. I wasn't here yesterday. I was in Tahiti. So I did notice that a couple of weeks ago, all three members of the Public Service Committee approved roof replacements on both Bicentennial and the ballpark, and I see that they're absent from the agenda. Maybe it was explained yesterday. I don't know. I wasn't there. Is there a reason why the recommendation didn't move forward?
Yeah, if I can.
Sure.
I'll jump in. Evidently, previously, the practice had been to not ask for RFQ or RFP for this, but just to go to three local businesses and get a bid. That's not the way we should do business, just because we've done it that way in the past. So we're going to go ahead and do an RFQ and RFP for this so that we can comport with the best practices.
All right, the only thing I'm curious about, was this discussed yesterday at the committee meeting? I wasn't here. Was it brought up at all?
Yeah, we brought it up on the new or old business, but, Mr. Reddy, everybody knows who Mr. Reddy is, the public works director. Everybody knows, and I can't remember what he does.
Street Department.
Street Department, make it easy, right? I'm trying to act like a mayor pro tem. But he was gonna refer back to other staff and get back with us with the answer. Because I guess it was taken from Public Works to Community Development or something like that. I think Mr. Frazier.
Yeah, Mr. Frazier is doing that right now, so.
So he had, that's who name he used, Mr. Frazier. He had to consult with Mr. Frazier.
Okay.
Yesterday, we did discuss it at Public Service briefly on the new and old business.
So while it's in regards to a recommendation, there was actually, Sabrina, legal legislative action taken in the previous committees. It would have probably been appropriate to bring it back to the committee, because we still have a positive recommendation out there, don't we?
I guess it would depend on what is Greg Ruddy, he's bringing it back to staff for consultation regarding the RFP and the RFQ.
He's just going to put it out that
I
way.
mean, again, I think it should have been brought back to committee maybe for explanation, but it's not legislative action at the committee level.
Well, it's a recommendation
It's a
that's hot.
recommendation,
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. These 9 folks up here are the elected officials who need to at least be told about it. And then the question begs, why wasn't this caught before we actually had a 3-person vote on it?
That I cannot answer.
Well, when I went to legal, we discovered that there was an issue here, and so consequently, we corrected it.
Don't these things go to legal beforehand? So that we make sure they're legal before we actually have elected officials voting on them?
Well, in this particular case, Councilman, I believe while legal reviews the majority of things, this was something that particular instance might not have been something we would have caught because, again, this is the way we used to do business, not the way we are doing business now. So as we move forward, we will continue to comport with the best practices.
Well, I hope moving forward too, that you'll keep not just chairman, but the members of the committee in there before you make a decision that trumps what the decision we make. We are the elected officials. We sink or swim by our votes. Thank you.
Next, under licenses and permit applications, Council Memo 162-22, an application for a drive-through permit for a Pop's Beef Restaurant at 1866 Jefferson Street. It's recommended this drive-through permit be approved.
So moved.
Second. Oh, I'm sorry.
Been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilwoman Quillman.
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon.
Aye.
Councilman Clement.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo 163-22, denial of a Class BG liquor license at 1522 Clement Street, BP. It's recommended a resolution be adopted denying a Class BG liquor license for BP located at 1522 Clement Street.
Motion to deny.
Second.
Just want to be clear, so approving a resolution denying the license.
Correct.
Okay, it's been motioned and seconded to approve a resolution denying a Class BG liquor license for BP located at 1522 Clement Street. Councilwoman Reardon.
Aye.
Councilman Clement.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman.
Aye.
Motion carried. The Class BG liquor license for 1522 Clement Street, BP was denied. Council Memo 164-22, denial of a Class B liquor license at 1560 Illinois Route 59, Family Liquor. It's recommended a resolution be adopted denying a Class B liquor license for Family Liquor located at 1560 Illinois Route 59.
Real quick question, Mayor Pro Tem.
Yes, sir.
Is that supposed to be BG? Because I thought they were looking to bring gambling into the establishment. I mean, they already have a packaged liquor license, right? So should that be a BG?
No, they have, I think they were looking for a Class B, which is a different license, and then probably down the road a BG, but I believe they already have, I think they have, they want a license to pour, I believe is what they want.
At a liquor store?
Yeah, they would drink on the premises, that's what the B, it's
Really?
premises only.
Now, if they had gone right with the BG, that would have come with the BG if it was approved or
I
denied,
believe so.
correct? Okay, thank you.
Is there a motion?
To deny? So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve a resolution denying a Class B liquor license at 1560 Illinois Route 59, Family Liquor. Councilman Clement.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman.
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon.
Aye.
Motion carried. The Class B liquor license for Illinois, at 1560 Illinois Route 59 Family Liquor is denied. Council Memo 165-22, transfer of a Class B liquor license at 1028 Cora Street, The Hangover Bar. It's recommended The Hangover Bar be issued a Class B liquor license at 1028 Cora Street.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman.
No.
Councilwoman Reardon.
Aye.
Councilman Clement.
Aye.
Motion carried 7-1. Moving on under public hearings, Council Memo 167-22, a resolution approving an annexation agreement for 20.5 acres on the west side of Vetter Road. This is a public hearing, so comments would be in order at this time. Is there anyone present that would like to speak during this public hearing? Seeing none, let the record show the hearing is now closed. Is there a motion to approve Council Memo 167-22, a resolution approving an annexation agreement for 20.5 acres on the west side of Vetter Road?
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Guerrero?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilman Morris?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin?
Aye.
Motion carried. Under ordinances, Council Memo 169-22, an ordinance approving the recording plat of Ashford Place subdivision, Unit 2A. It's recommended said ordinance be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilman Morris?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin?
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero?
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo 170-22, an ordinance approving a special use permit for an automobile maintenance facility located at 2505 West Jefferson Street. It's recommended said ordinance be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Morris?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin?
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo 171-22, ordinances approving the annexation of 20.5 acres on the west side of Vetter Road and classification to I-1 light industrial zoning approval, and an ordinance approving a special use permit to allow the development of a truck terminal located at 23722 and 23828 South Vetter Road. It's recommended said ordinances be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin?
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilman Morris?
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo 172-22, ordinances associated with Joliet Logistics Park subdivision. It's recommended this item be tabled to the April 19th council meeting. Is there a motion to table Council Memo 172-22 to the April 19th council meeting?
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded. Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin?
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilman Morris?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo 172-22 is tabled to the April 19th council meeting. Council Memo 173-22, an ordinance repealing Resolution 7608, annexation and development agreement with Eastgate Logistics Park Chicago LLC. It's recommended said ordinance be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin?
No.
Councilman Guerrero?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilman Morris?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Motion carried 7-1. Council Memo 174-22, an ordinance approving a master agreement and one or more WIFIA project loan agreements with the United States Environmental Protection Agency and a master indenture of trust securing waterworks and sewerage revenue senior lien obligations of the city of Joliet, Illinois, and one or more supplemental indentures, and authorizing the issuance of waterworks and sewerage senior lien revenue bonds of the city. It's recommended said ordinance be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
Been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin?
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilman Morris?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Motion carried. Under resolutions, Council Memo 176-22, a resolution accepting the dedication of right-of-way from Cadence Premier Logistics and Ryan Company for the Illinois Route 53 and Emerald Drive Intersection Improvement Project. It's recommended said resolution be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
Been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman.
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon.
Aye.
Councilman Clement.
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo 177-22, a resolution in support of the Wyland Mayor's Challenge for Water Conservation. It's recommended said resolution be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
Been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Guerrero.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman.
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon.
Aye.
Councilman Clement.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo 178-22, a resolution approving an amendment to an economic incentive agreement with Darcy Motors. It's recommended said resolution be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman.
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon.
Aye.
Councilman Clement.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero.
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo 179-22, a resolution authorizing a CDBG subrecipient agreement with the Joliet Area Historical Museum. It's recommended said resolution be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman.
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon.
Aye.
Councilman Clement.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
No.
Motion carried 7-1. Council Memo 180-22, a resolution authorizing a CDBG subrecipient agreement with Greater Joliet Area YMCA. It's recommended said resolution be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman.
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon.
Aye.
Councilman Clement.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next is the city manager's report.
Yes, I'd just like to briefly mention the shootings we had in our neighboring communities, and our thoughts and prayers are out to all those officers that were involved in those incidents in both Shorewood and Crest Hill. Additionally, Councilman, to echo the Councilman Mudrin, we do have a bunch of internships open for the summer. Don't wait till the last minute. Get out, get your paperwork in and start filling it out now, because as we are going to try to hire them sooner rather than later. And if you don't apply or you wait till the last minute, sometimes those opportunities will be closed to you and you may have missed out on a great opportunity. So with that, those conclude my remarks.
Next is new business, not for final action or recommendation.
See you.
Yeah, I had one question for Councilman Mudrin. Councilman Mudrin, earlier you mentioned the coin, and you said there's bridges on the back. I'm asking the question that everybody wants to know. Were those bridges up or down?
Up.
How else could they get the picture?
Just like ours, nothing.
Yeah.
No new business.
No, good.
I have nothing.
Next is public comments. Is there anyone that would like to speak under public comments this evening? Mayor and council comments are next.
Yeah, thanks, Jim, for bringing up the incidents that happened in our neighboring towns. I just want to say, personally, I want to publicly thank all the men and women in law enforcement and what they do every single day, protecting us, not only in Joliet, surrounding villages, towns, Will County, Illinois, and the nation. So I just want to say publicly thank you.
Just that happy to see the body cameras moving forward. Again, I think the incidents that happened recently, as we've talked about, kind of highlight the dangers of this line of work, and it is certainly a difficult job, and we hope that things get better moving forward.
Betty, I am so sorry. And nobody
That's all right, Jim. That's all right, my friend.
And I'm sorry, can we
I
go
got
back to
confused for a
new
second when you
business?
jumped to me.
I have nothing
Caesar, why you say?
for new business, not for recommendation. So I have nothing there. And,
See, I
in
knew that.
terms of, public comments, you know, I too would like to thank the law enforcement, in our area and surrounding areas. We know that you have a difficult job and you step up every day to protect us. We do not take that lightly. So thank you so much for your service and your protection of this city and our surrounding cities. So kudos to you guys. You make it safe for us as best you can. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Larry.
I would echo Councilman Clement as well as Councilwoman Gavin. You know, the men and women on our police department put their lives at risk in a real way. I mean, we had, in the area, not just in Joliet, in the last few days, we had a very unfortunately busy time for the trade, and it's only getting even more dangerous for them. So you guys just got to know we all stand behind you, because when you're standing in front of us, you're protecting us. I would also, real quick, like to reiterate congratulations to Joliet Catholic on both the wrestling as well as the football championships, and on their first female to make it to the wrestler in the inaugural tournament. However, I would also like to add a heartfelt congratulations to Plainfield South Alexis Janiak, who won a state championship in the inaugural for the girls wrestling. She won the championship. So we need to recognize that, you know, that is a Joliet High School as well, too. I'm not 100% sure what weight class she was in, but I'm an old-fashioned guy. I probably wouldn't tell you her weight anyways. So congratulations, Alexis Janiak from Plainfield South, for winning in your class the championship for that weight class in the inaugural first time ever girls wrestling tournament. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, I'm just wanted to know, it may be just me, but do you all notice that the mayor don't go out of town unless I'm mayor pro tem? I mean,
I didn't notice
think
that.
about it. You didn't ever notice it. But I know Joe and Larry gonna probably want to research it, but it's true. I think he knows that the city will still be here when he gets back. He always look it up. I thought about it. He never leaves town.
Because you're in charge.
Right. He always leave me in charge. I'm just saying.
Mayor Pro Tem, if I might, I liked you a lot better a minute ago when you were quiet.
Go ahead, Pat. He not. Thank you.
As Jan started off the meeting with a moment of silence, I'd also like to give my condolences to the Jack Rogers family. He was a businessman here that did a lot for the city. Obviously, his accounting firm has been hired by us to do the auditing system, and he did a lot for the city and the rest of the Joliet area. He'll be missed.
And just to piggyback on that, I left out Duran on that one. So it's Wormer, Rogers, Duran, and Roussan, WRDR. So I apologize for that, but they're in good hands. They're the oldest accounting firm in Will County. Do you know that? Mm-hmm. Yep. And a couple of things. On March 28th, okay, here we go, talking about the bridges. The Cass Street Bridge going west will be down to one lane. It's down to two now going west, but it's gonna be shut down to one lane so they can do some structural repairs on the Cass Street Bridge. And the Jackson Street Bridge will still be closed. And hopefully our Jefferson Street has not acted up. It's been very nice going up and down. So I just want everybody to know that. And just to reiterate again, because people get this call all the time, the city does not own those bridges. Those bridges are owned by the Illinois Department of Transportation. They're the ones that own them, and we have to go with what they do as far as repairs and taking care of them. And last but not least, happy, safe St. Patrick's Day and on Thursday. Please be careful. The police will be out in force if you've had too much green beer to drink or otherwise. So everyone, just please celebrate happily and safely. And to all my colleagues, I wore green for all you guys.
Thank you.
That's it. Thanks.
Thanks, Jan.
I just want to say, let's all keep Ukraine in our prayers.
Yes.
And the rest of the world. At this point, we don't know where it's going to be heading, so that's all I have.
Absolutely, you are correct.
I did receive a request for closed session. Is there a motion to go into closed session to discuss personnel, collective bargaining, land acquisition, or conveyance pending or threatened litigation, after which the meeting will be adjourned?
So move.
Second.
Been motion seconded to approve. Councilwoman Quillman.
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon.
Aye.
Councilman Clement.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Motion carried.